What's up, everybody? This is Abe G's from Abe G's POV, and I got a little impromptu video. We'll get back to the news stories probably in the next video, but I wanted to talk about a particular topic that's been weighing on my spirit. It's been sitting on me heavy for like the past, I'm gonna say, a couple months. You know what I'm saying? I just might as well just go and get it out, talk about it. Maybe I can help somebody else, that may be struggling with this, and we can go from there, all right? So we'll pick up right after this. All right, so for a lot of you wondering what the particular topic that I want to talk about is, this particular topic I want to talk about is mainly about fatherhood, you know what I'm saying? And, the effect of a father in a child's life, you know what I mean? Because I do a lot of videos that have a lot of drama, a lot of things that just go left, you know what I'm saying, in a moment's notice. And, some people out here doing the wrong things, killing, stealing, robbing, you know what I'm saying? And, how that affects the overall picture as to what a father should be there, and extending the gap for the kids, kind of helping them, point them in the right direction. Clearly they're not in their life. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, the father as a whole, especially in the Black community, should be he should be a staple of strength and stability for the entire family, right? Meaning he meets a woman, they have children, and then, his wife, his woman, and his child, or children rather, they rely on him to feed them, to clothe them, basically give them shelter, you know what I mean, all that, so, and as long as the mother and the father are working together, because this is the most important part of it, mainly if the mother and the father are working together on one accord to do what they need to do, nothing should really get in the way of what they're doing for the, for the children, for the family, and so forth and so on. So I see a lot of people in the hood, a lot of brothers. I talk to a lot of men in the neighborhood, and we get to talking, I'm saying, some deeper than others. And the general sense that I've gotten is a lot of men out here feel like they're not appreciated. You know what I'm saying? You go out, you hang out, with the fellas or whatever, that's your outlet, for what you, when you want to get away. But then when you come back to the family, you know what I'm saying, you see the wife, you see the, the kids and all that. And it may be, let me see, it may be a connect or a disconnect rather between the mom and the father because of some of the things that he might want to do, some of the things that she thinks that he should do and he shouldn't do. And they may have a disconnect there instead of coming together and, having a conversation, that never happens. It just seems to me that the number one problem in my community, I can't speak for no other communities, but I can speak for my community. And that's, in the Black community, we lack communication. Communication is not one of those things where we thrive on. It's this how I'm doing this. If you don't like it, kick rocks. It ain't no, hey, what do you think about this? How do you feel about this? Everyone's going to do what everyone feels like they want to do. And you can't tell me ish because I'm an adult and I pay bills and I do. Okay. We get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a general sense of what you get. You don't see a lot of couples, laughing and joking. I see some couples, and I would love to interview some couples that actually made it through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually part of me kind of gets jealous when I see another couple shining, flourishing, laughing, joking, because I've never had that. I've never had a relationship. I ain't gonna say a relationship. Well, yeah, it's a relationship with a woman where, outside of my mother, where it all just worked. I've been married twice, failed twice. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, I did what I could do. Clearly, both women had two different ideas of how they wanted to run the relationship. I had an idea. Of course, my idea was never good enough. So therefore, kick rocks. This is how we're going to do it. And if you don't like it, you can leave. So, women tend to dictate, or at least the women that I run into tend to dictate to me how they want to do it. And I'm not that guy. Like I'm not going to be dictated to. You're not going to tell me what to do. You can come to me and tell me what you think, and then I can rebut you back and say, hey, listen, I can take 60% of what you just said, but this part right here, this is what I want to add into that. If we could do that together and we tell we could work this out, then that's fine. That's called compromise. Essentially, if you can't compromise with your mate, then what do you have? You know what I'm saying? Because you say you love me and I say I love you, and if we don't love each other enough to be able to compromise with each other, then you're not going to get anything. You know what I'm saying? And then when the kids see that, then the kids feel like, well, they could just do whatever they want, however they want to do it, which that's not going to fly with me. But they're going to think they could do whatever they want. Now you send mixed messages to the child. Oh, I don't have to get along with you, but, or women that have boys, you know what I'm saying? They'll have a son. And then they'll come out and they'll say, oh, this is my queen, this is my son, this is my prince, this is my king, he's this, he's that. Now, daddy around, you know what I'm saying? Say, as soon as daddy come around, you treat daddy like, you know what? A pile of hot, you know what, in the summer, right? SHI. So it's like, dad is like, damn, why you treat me like this? I mean, he try to come over to see his son, do what he gotta do. Dad ain't really do nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying? He just not the one that's just gonna just sit there and go with the flow, whatever you got to say. And a lot of black women want men to follow what they say they want to do. And that's not how it was supposed to be. And this is where the disconnect comes in at. Men are supposed to lay the foundation and the groundwork for what they want to do and how they want to do it. And the women should follow up. That's why the woman is called a helpmate, right? So therefore, if the woman is the helpmate, okay, you're supposed to help your spouse move forward. If I'm off, then you help me and you point me in the right direction. You don't dictate to me and tell me what you should do and how you should do it. Because no relationship is going to work. I'm never going to be dictated to, okay? I've lost many a job over somebody telling me, you better do this or else. Deuces, here's the badge, I'm out. I don't need this. I don't care how much you pay me. You're not going to dictate to me. You're going to talk to me like I have an education, like I have a brain in my head, okay? And like I have some sort of dignity, okay? I'm going to respect you for who you are and what you do, but we're going to work together on this. We're not going to dictate to each other. We're not going to have a shouting match. We're not going to scream at each other because that's not right, okay? And I don't have to take it, you know what I'm saying? And neither do you, you know what I'm saying? So never let someone dictate to you, fellas, as to how things is going on. Now, ladies, what I will say is this. You do find some men where they are very, 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 very stubborn. And you better do it or else. You don't have to take that, right? Now, what I will say is this. If it sounds like a little bit like straight up and down bullying, and you better do it, like, no one should be dictated to, okay? No man nor woman should be dictated. In a relationship, you should come together as one and bounce ideas off each other, okay? Don't fight with, you know what I'm saying? I've had situations where I've been in child support. Every time I try to do something positive, it's like I'm back in court with child support. It's like you trying to pull money away from me and try to like belittle me and knock me down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so no matter what I try to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm always being beat up. I'm always being dragged down to the point where you trying to make me feel like I'm not worthy or I'm not good enough. Well, I know I'm worthy and I know I'm definitely good enough. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me, just speaking on my personal situation, I've been daddy of the year. You could believe whatever you want to believe, but I've been daddy of the year for the past 25 years. Okay. 26 years. All right. And, you know, I'm doing what I got to do for my children. I'm always there. I've always been there. And I'm always going to be there. Okay. As long as I got breath in my body. Okay. So whether me and mom see eye to eye and get along, You know what I'm saying? That's that's to be debated. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get along with mom. I would love to see eye to eye with mom, and we see everything works out for each other. You know what I'm saying? And we're working together in unison to accomplish one thing, not you dictating to me, you know what I'm saying, how we're going to do this, and you got to do it like this, and then somebody get mad. Like, that's a lot of that going on in the black community. I mean, I've dealt with it, and I see brothers on a daily basis, okay, going through it. I just talked to a brother just the other day, just yesterday, I think it was 2 days ago, and he was telling me about his situation. I just felt so bad for him. I was just like, bro, you ain't got to stand for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like you in the bind or in a pinch, because you can't come out and say, well, I'm done with this, I'm out. Because most dudes, they want to just sit there and stay there. You got kids, you love your kids, you want to be there for your kids, you want to do everything you got to do. It's just the mom making it hard for you and really fighting you, and you know what I'm saying, making you want to leave. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you get those guys that be like, oh, look, and you got another guy that's just a deadbeat dad, and then the mom is sitting there saying, oh, I feel bad for the mom because, he's just a deadbeat dad. He don't care about his kids. At the end of the day, main man might have figured that out early in the game. Like, listen, dog, this ain't it for me, and I'm out. I know you got pregnant, I got kids, but sorry, y'all, I got to go. And sometimes being a father is not an easy thing to do. I ain't gonna say sometimes, all the time. Okay, it's not an easy job. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to deal with when you go to work. If you don't have a good working environment, I'm fortunate enough to have a great work environment, right? So this doesn't apply to me, but it has applied to me in different situations while I was working at different jobs. So being a father, you got to ride it out. You got to deal what you got to deal with at work, because the bottom line is you need to make that money so that your kids can keep on moving forward. Your kids don't see what's going on. Okay, they just know that when you come in, that they need the money to do certain things or whatever. And think most of what, everything that they need and most of what they want. So if you can't provide that for them, what's stopping you from providing it? Now you can come to them and say, well, listen, I got a list of things that's stopping me from getting things done, but overall, why you can't get it done? I mean, I thought you said you love me and you'll do whatever you got to do for me. So my kids know me. They like, listen, I'll do whatever I got to do. I've always done what I had to do. Everything always seemed to work out, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I always tell anybody on this channel, is that you got to pray, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't pray, trust me, you will go crazy, okay? The reason why I haven't gone crazy and snapped off and wrung somebody's throat, you know what I'm saying, is because I pray all the time, you know what I'm saying? I've talked to God all the time. It's a struggle sometimes, man. It's a struggle. Sometimes you look at certain people, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm trying to speak in abstract. I'm not trying to point no names or point no fingers or nothing. But there's certain individuals, you know what I'm saying, like you may have been at a particular job or at home or at work, you know what I'm saying, or out in public or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? And they just kind of like poking at you, trying to make it hard for you. And, it's getting harder and harder and harder, you know what I'm saying, pause. And it's like, what do you do? What do you do? So what I would encourage you guys, if any man out here struggling with their baby mom, a woman, you struggling with your baby dad, or, you know what I'm saying, it could be a child watching and they parents is fighting all the time and, it ain't working out for you, or, you could be on your own. Your baby father could have left you, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, what I would sit there and tell you to do is this. Get on your hands and knees and say a prayer and ask God to help you out. You know what I'm saying? He'll be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're waiting on people to come through and help you out, you can forget about it, all right? Now, he does work through people, okay, and individuals. God does work through people, so I will say that. So, but if you're just looking for people, you just walk up to somebody and say, hey, I need some help. Ain't nobody going to help you like that. You know what I'm saying? Talk to God first about it, and he'll send somebody your way, and everything will work itself out. But that's my spill for the day. And just keep your head up, keep moving, keep going forward. It's tough, you know what I'm saying? I talked to God too, I feel like I'm in a rough patch in my life, with that. And I'm just, it would be nice to have that companion, that person that you could work with while raising children, you know what I'm saying? Doing what you got to do. whether it be the biological mom, or even if it has to be someone else, if it has to be another woman, or, you know, ladies, it could be another man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go that route. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you pick that person, but it's just like you like that person. You really, really like them, but they just keep, you know, bouncing checks on you. And you just like, bro, like I'm, you know, selling you up, and, you know, I'm, you know, making a deposit. And every time I make a deposit, this freaking check just keep bouncing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't keep banging my head on the wall doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So keep your head up, keep going, do what you gotta do. Everything works itself out. Never give up on yourself. Because the moment you give up on yourself, then, you know, nobody can help you then. So never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Always keep going, and just know that tomorrow's gonna be a better day. All right? This your boy, AG's POV, signing out. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with as many people as you possibly can. Because there's somebody out there in this holiday season, it don't necessarily have to just be the holidays. It could be any season. You know what I'm saying? But especially during the holiday season, because a lot of people have family members that come in, you know what I mean? You want to do your whole family situation, and, you know, you want to, you know, feel warm and fuzzy, and it's not always like that. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, I understand how the feeling is. I'm never around. I never get a chance to do anything like that. So, you know, I got a big, beautiful family, but I can't ever be around them. You know what I'm saying? And we're all over, scattered all over the place. So that hurts from time to time. But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? What's the next best thing? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, keep y'all head up. Keep it going. Everything will work itself out. And if you need to talk to somebody, need some help, leave me a line, hit my chat. You know where to find me. I'm all over the internet, AGs_POV, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, or here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I got your back. You know what I mean? I can probably point you in the right direction. So with all that being said, I love every single one of y'all. Keep your head up, and I'll see y'all in the next video with a story to talk about. All right? I love y'all. Peace.
To the scene, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting, they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the selling this man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Spinning and I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys. I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league, and that's hands down.